What's the casino? Harris, where are we? You know where we are? Out by Highway 76 somewhere.
Valley Center Road.
It does feel like Vegas, except you can see snow from here on those mountains. It's so green. That's only BMW. Lamborghini. What kind of Lamborghini? I don't know. They're all identical. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
How was your day?
It was great.
Good. My day was also great. We are about to make it even more greater over here at, where is it? Duke's in La Jolla. It's a little cool, but that's okay. They have a heater. So this car got 160 miles today. This one got 0. My dad came down here, got the keys, hit the unlock button, no beeps. Got in, put the key in, turned the key, not even a click. It was only a couple of weeks ago that we started this car. Yeah, I wasn't real happy about starting, but then we drove it for a while and it seemed to be fine. Then it sits for 3 more weeks. It gets cold at night into the 30s, as I mentioned, and it's dead as a doornail. So you can't really jump these things. They get all sorts of unhappy when you try to jump them. So we took this one instead, filled it up with gas, and took an amazing drive out east through Ramona and like Bear Canyon Drive, places I've never seen or heard of before. Amazing drive through the mountains and some reservoirs out there. It's so pretty. It's just like GTA 5 scenery. It's gorgeous. And then we ended up at a casino where I filmed a little bit. That bulb is flickering, which is going to bother me. Ended up at a casino out in Valley Center somewhere for just a stretch bathroom break, that kind of thing. We took a 40-minute drive and turned it into a 3-hour drive going way out in the desert on these less traveled curvy mountain roads. And then we continued north to a winery up in Temecula, which is only like 50 or 60 minutes from here by highway. Had lunch, a buffet lunch and wine, and parked all the cars. I was the only BMW, but I kept up very well. Obviously a 458 will walk this car no problem. It's a 20-year-old newer exotic sports car. The California I can keep up with, the 430. Like moderately well, and the 360, 355, and anything older than that's no problem at all. So we had fun, and then we came back, stopped at the shop, got the battery charger. The battery charger's been slowly trickling the car now for a number of hours, and the status light on the charger is green, so I'm assuming that means that the battery has taken a charge and is charged. We'll start it tomorrow and drive it and see how that works. If it doesn't hold a charge, then we're going to have to replace the battery and just assume that we've killed it in 2 years. It's only 2 years old. But we'll see. So we stopped at the shop briefly, got that charger, and we had to buy some gear pullers. Do any of you guys know how to take the rear axles out of an E39? So you take the wheel off, you take the caliper off, the caliper carrier, the rotor. Now you've got the bearing and the axle nut. Well, I've taken the axle nut off. Then I took off the other control arms, the big H arm on the bottom, and then the 2 upper control arms, the headlight level sensor, and then I was able to pull the whole wheel. Like the only thing that was holding it in was the strut on the carrier. And I could pull the whole thing, and the axle would like stretch and compress. Obviously it does a little bit as the suspension goes up and down, it has to. But then I got it to pull out of the differential without taking any bolts off the differential. It just, the gears, like the splines just slid out of the diff. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. Now I can't get it off of the wheel bearing and the hub, so I just took the whole thing and set it on the ground. Is there anything else holding the axle to the hub other than the axle nut that I've removed? Or do I just put a gear puller on there and just go freaking crazy trying to pull the bearing off of the axle or the axle out of the bearing. Let me know. That's going to happen on Monday and or Tuesday because I have sold the coilover suspension and I've got a guy local in Escondido that's going to come and pick it up. Now, other order of business. It's day 2999 today. This is the last day in the 2000s. Tomorrow marks day 3000, the final JRSVlog video. You guys have been here for 3,000 days, and I want to thank you, and also let you know that there will be a 3001. I'm just being an ass. Don't worry about it. We'll keep going for a while. Not that probably there would be too much uproar, but I don't really have a problem doing it. So until that changes, we'll keep going with it. I'll talk more tomorrow about that, how and why we started and the whole journey. I'm not one for compilation videos. I watch CTFXC and Shaytards. Those are my two vlog channels. And they always do these big, heartwarming, touching, emotional compilation videos. And I can't even imagine how he can go through terabytes of content, thousands of video files, and pull a second from here and 6 seconds from that. And then they would take like a 40 terabyte hard drive and 16 days to edit something like that. And I'm not about that. I'm not a fancy editor. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, but it's going to be a normal day. I think Megan and I are going to go take a hike and maybe go somewhere and do something together. It's not going to be crazy. I'm not doing compilations, but thanks. This has been fun. It's going to be weird having a 3 up there, and it'll be like my vlog files will end in 01 instead of in the 90s again. But I'm going to go in and watch some 70s show or something and get through some mail and get to bed, and we'll talk tomorrow on Sunday, day 3000. Good night.